What's up, Under the Gun? How you guys doing tonight? Give it up for yourselves for coming out on a Sunday night. Woo! You guys doing good? Yeah. I'm having a bit of a weird week. Why, you ask? Because I learned the other day that hospice is not good news. Yeah. And when someone tells you that a loved one's going to it, you're not supposed to say, "Oh, thank God." That is the best thing I've heard all week. Been having stress dreams about it. My stress dreams are weird, man. It's just been me in a weed dispensary with 15 minutes left before they close, and I can't decide what to buy. It is the most stereotypical thing I have ever done. I don't know, man. In my defense, why I don't know what hospice is probably because I burned my brain on acid when I was younger. Like when I was 21, I was so into acid that I lived with a DJ on purpose. It was my idea. I was like, dude, I love your work. I want to hear it morning, noon, and 3 hours after midnight. He wasn't 21 when I lived with him either. So I used to have to like sneak him into his gigs, buy him beer, pretend like he had a future. Yeah, you played for 5,000 paying customers last night. I could have been a little nicer. Like, I could be a DJ's hype man. What do you have to do? Drugs? Oh, twist my arm. I don't know. I had to tone it down on the psychedelics when I found myself smoking DMT on the peak of an acid trip. That's the appropriate response. If you guys don't know what DMT is, it is the most illegal drug in the world, and when you smoke it, it transports your mind to another realm where you meet these higher beings that give you advice like, try recycling a little bit more. But this time, I stayed in this realm, and an orb from the fifth dimension filled the room, told me I was kidnapped by the government as a child and trained as a secret agent. So I have a bit of a problem with small talk now. People will be like, "Hey, man, how you doing?" And I'll be like, "Good, just waiting for my trigger word. It's hospice." Like, man, you millennials really getting to the point. I triggered about everything. And I'm like, "No, you don't get it. When I was 3, the government ripped me from my bed and trained me to murder." They're like, "Max, this is your mom. I think it's time to move home." I had a lady come up to me very concerned after a show and was like, "You should really go see a therapist about that." It's like, yo, I totally would. I would. But the last one sent me to collections, so unless you got $1,000, these are just my demons now. Oh, man. Who's drinking? Who's drinking tonight? Woo! What? The people who came in an hour late? No. You know what's weird about drinking is that is the only thing that we as a society consider successful if you get sick afterwards. Have you noticed that? Like, you'll hear people be like, "Hey, man, how was Vegas?" I'm like, "Dude, it was awesome. Get this. I was so drunk. I was so hungover on the flight home. I shit my pants. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. I can't wait to go back." But you never hear like, "Hey, man, how was watching your nephew?" Like, "Oh, dude, it was great. Get this. He gave me the flu, and I shit my pants. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Can't wait to see that little fucker again." Love it. Yeah. Dude, honestly, I think society would be way more fun if we based all of our plans on how sick we could get afterwards. Like, bachelor parties would be way more fun. Like, I had to plan one for a buddy last year. It was lame. All we did was drink and go to Topgolf. Fuck that. But if it was just like how sick we got, I would have been like, "All right, dude, got a great weekend planned for us. Up for shots from this liquid from the bottom of my trash can. Then we're going to go to brunch at the dump." Then to end the weekend, we're going to get together in a big group hug, toss up a bunch of used hypodermic needles and see what we catch. I love you, buddy. I can't wait through this wedding. Oh, man. Like Liz pointed out, I am sticking to my New Year's resolution. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I am no longer getting high at work. I am a hero. I get it. I am a hero. Dude, it's crazy, man. So, like, I work in the main office of a food delivery app, and while I can't legally say what it is a hub of grub. Not what I said. Are we just like shouting out delivery apps? My weed guy when I text him. My other weed guy when I text him. My mom if I'm sad enough. Like, I work in the main office of a food delivery app, and while I can't legally say what it is a hub of grub. And I use it all the time because I'm a hub of schlub. And I'm convinced that my order history is going to give away the fact that I spend most of the money they pay me on weed. Like the other day, I ordered $40 worth of French fries for dinner. Another time, I ordered just salsa so someone would bring me napkins. But the thing that I'm convinced is going to give it away is the fact. So I live in Avondale above a taco restaurant. And I ordered delivery from that restaurant. In the instructions, I put, go through the back of the building, come upstairs. Please don't mention the weed smell. I work for Grubhub. I have a meeting tomorrow. Wonder what that's about. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm no longer getting high, and I've learned so much now that I'm not high all day, every day. Like, it turns out Pop-Tarts are disgusting. Especially dunked in ketchup. Who saw that coming? But the thing that's blowing my mind is it turns out I fucking hate the band Fish, which is something I wish I knew $3,000 ago. You guys ever waste $3,000 in something you can't hold in your hands? Feels a lot like realizing you just spent the last 4 years of your life chasing the band Fish around the country. All right, understandably, not a lot of you know who Fish is. Just to paint a picture whatever type of music you'd imagine white people with dreadlocks would really love. And make it 10 times worse. That's 10 times better than Fish is. I got a lot of friends who are big Fish fans. They hate that. They're like, hey, man, Fish was great in the 90s. It's like, yeah, dude, so was my parents' marriage. And there's not enough ketamine in this world to watch me see them together again. I can't speak anymore. I don't know. I work in an office, yeah, which seems off coming from someone whose general vibe is, hey, man, can I hit that? I don't know what that was, but I'm hoping it's good. Man, it's a cool job, though, especially compared to the job I had before this. The job I had before this, I was selling $60 hats to people with fully formed opinions on electronic dance music. To the point where I once had to break up a physical altercation between two people arguing over their favorite DJs. It was a weird job. Like, we had an office bong, and I would get written up for not getting high with the rest of my coworkers. And my boss would be like, hey, man, why aren't you partaking? Be like, hey, man, we're at work. Somebody needs to talk to these people. We're in the red. The weirdest thing about that job, though, is I was the only person on a staff of 12 people who believed that we landed on the moon. And not just in 1969, but in general. Which is not a place you want to find yourself in, because those people are going to accidentally get anti-Semitic and get mad at you for bringing it up. Not only am I very Jewish, I very much love to argue and hate to work, so I bring it up daily. I don't know. I have decided that I am going to quit my job. Yeah, one day. One day I will be done. But I've completely checked out. I've just been like people watching on Facebook all day. Does anybody else do this? Yeah, hell yeah. So I grew up playing lacrosse. So my Facebook feed is just full of the effects of CT and Adderall abuse at all times. Just a lot of hot takes that will never age well. But they'll post some silly shit, too. Like, I'll see a lot of dudes refer to their dads as legends. It'll be like their dad's birthday, and they'll be like, give it up for the absolute legend. Happy birthday, Mark. It's like, dude, I know your dad. He coached us to a 3-4-1 record in middle school lacrosse that is average at best. Like, what about your dad makes you think that he's so legendary? The fact that he bought you beer in high school? I don't think you know what that word means, man. Like I mentioned, I'm Jewish. I grew up the only Jew in a Christian city. Anybody else grow up in America? Grew up the only Jew at a Christian city. I do not understand their customs, and quite frankly, I'm too lazy to learn. But I was talking to a buddy from home who just got engaged, and he's super excited that he's marrying a God-fearing woman, which I don't get. He's like so excited that the woman he's marrying is God-fearing, which is weird to me because like I should be God-fearing, you know? The Old Testament God was a dick. The New Testament God mellowed out, had a kid. Bought that kid beer in high school. Total legend. All right, I've been Max Shanker. Thank you guys.